Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche, the Rise of Heroes. And we are here with, well, specifically with Luca and Eden, who are in a little bit of danger because there's actually a killer bearyena stalking them from right over here. Now, as some of you guys pointed out, it may not entirely be hopeless for poor Luca, who got stranded in the open and doesn't actually have any camouflage skill because his derp snout does give him this distasteful appearance. And we're hoping that, because I think the killer bearyena does, I want to say it does 3 damage. I don't think we can actually click it though if we can't see it. So I think it does 3 damage. I don't think it may not actually do enough to kill him, even if it does attack him. But as some of you guys pointed out, it may not actually attack him because he does have the derp snout. And even if it did, he might be able to get to this healing fruit just in the nick of time. So the rest of our tribe has yet to hear about this danger, but I'm sure they will soon. And it does indeed seem that Roku has been appointed, perhaps in a very timely manner. Perhaps it's up to him to... Perhaps it was meant to be that he's the leader and may follow in the steps of the great Rokus and of his father, the great warrior Neek. So we'll have to see though. I'm gonna zoom in over here and see what happens. Hopefully Luca will be alright. I thought he had the chance to get away further, but I thought he was further, but unfortunately he is within its reach if it does decide to go after him. So let's start a new day and see what happens. Oh, Luca. Oh no! Oh, it did take him down. Oh, and it was the bleeding too. But there's our friendly bearyena. Oh my goodness! That must be why he ran off into the bushes. He had been staying with Kirnu for so long and then suddenly disappeared. Perhaps he sensed this danger because, after all, it is a few days old. It's 6 days old, in fact, and so it's probably been lurking around here for quite a while. So perhaps this bearyena will continue to fight against it a little bit. Oh my goodness, look at those scary eyes too. But I think Eden would be thoroughly terrified and would just bolt for safety here. I think Puma might try and snatch this bunny up, or maybe even Zan here would try and scare it. Yeah, he can scare it towards there. There we go. And Puma can come over here and gather up this meat. We can actually have Kirnu snatch up this bunny. Oh, that's a rogue, isn't it? I think Roku would not want this this rogue to have anything to do with his tribe and would probably swat it away here. And, but yeah, I think Eden would come fleeing out of the grass over here with the killer bearyena now long gone. It's way back that way. It's actually standing on this tile. And would come running over to Puma and just be like, there's a killer bearyena back there. Now, Puma himself is getting a little bit older, and I feel he might feel it's his destiny to face down the killer bearyena before his end may come. I think he would want to head that way, and I think Kirnu would hear the shouts of what's going on and would quickly rush that way as well. Now, who else do we have here? Glenn is actually making his way back to the tribe, and I think we'll mark him with 1 blue, and, or maybe we shouldn't use orange. Let's do pink and blue, because orange is kind of the color of the leader. That's the gems we have on Roku right now. But I think we'll have Glenn make his way up here, and perhaps say hello to Haro, who is making his way down to this healing plant here. And, and we need that Dodomingo out of there. Izname has very bright fur and the big body. Oh, I wonder how does her immunity... Unfortunately, it doesn't match up well with Glenn, because I would like to keep that in the family possible. But we were thinking of breeding him perhaps, I think, with Terra, or even with Fauna, maybe? But for now, we need that Dodomingo to move. So let's have Piper... Oh, there we go. Let's have Melody come over here quickly. And there's a bunny. I think we can have little Dakunu actually jump on this guy. Didn't quite finish it off, but he did his best. And he is unfortunately sick, so he may have to rely on these healing fruits if he does want to prolong his lifespan. So let's see. We'll make sure we breed Melody with Kokoro in hopes of having another baby with the wings, because Dakunu does have the wings, and so that's a good thing. But it'd be good to have another baby who has them, just so that we can have further hopes of passing them on, perhaps. Let's see if Wolven can come up here and take a whack at this Dodomingo and actually finish it off, so that was good. We'll have Azurai come in and help gather that up. And then there's no roots nearby he can gather, unfortunately, so he can just gather up a little of that regrowing grass. Let's have Haro step back up here and kind of light up the area. Oh, and is this where the bunny stole from? It's actually not. But one has come awful close to Condor here, who can snatch that up. And then I think Hope and Quinn is getting a little bit older. Now, they do have some common immunity. They do have that common H immunity. But I think they might want to try and start a family together. They really have bonded, and I think that would be a risk they'd be willing to take. So let's have Hope set up right here. Oh, and there's another bunny right underneath Condor, but unfortunately she doesn't have any moves left. Ren and Blaze are also thinking about setting up a little area here. Oh, and let's have them try... Perhaps, does she have the strength to take down a mold? She does not, and neither does Ren, so unfortunately they really can't do anything about that. Oh, there goes that rogue again. We gotta be cautious of him, and I think Roku would give him another warning swat as he comes by. He has taken quite a bit of damage now, so I feel like Terra might want to both try to dig, but also kind of move in the direction of the rogue just in case. He better not come messing around with these guys, and he better not stay too close to that bearyena either. Oh yeah, and we gotta name this little one. So Izanami, she has very, very bright red fur. My goodness. So I don't know what would be a good name for her. Honestly, she's got good immunity. She's got pretty good fertility too. I think we're gonna call her Ari. It's a cute little name, and it kind of reminds me, it feels like a fiery name to me, and she certainly does have very fiery red fur. So over here, though, I think we're going to have our warriors prepare to go back and face down against the killer bearyena. So we'll go ahead and start a new day here. Melody is going to pass away. Oh, yes, and so we'll have her use one of her last turns here to get, or her last turn actually, to gather up these poison berries. That rogue had better not mess with her. But as is customary, we can continue working on that. And that should help us towards getting... Oh, I should have put something... Oh, no, we didn't really have a better head type to put in at the time I was breeding these guys. Now we do have the big nose. Maybe I'll stick that in there in hopes of getting the big nose in. And we can put that in Kokuro's mutation menu as well. I'm not going to give him the bearyena snout because we'll probably end up switching it to Crackerjaw. But it's nice to have creatures that can kind of scout around a bit. And maybe find those berry bushes more. So... Let's see, though, if we look here, we should also be a little bit closer to unlocking the, where is it? The toxic body, so 22 of 50, we're getting there. But let's go ahead and we will start a new day and bid farewell to Melody. All right. Oh, and goodbye to Melody. And she has given birth to Kirvanduke, who unfortunately did not inherit that wing. It's been such a struggle to try and get someone who would have it, but unfortunately, no such luck. So we do need to find a mate for Kokuro right away, though, if we can. And, I don't know if we have anyone. Maybe? No, Eden has the same immunity here. Will we want to breed him with one of these, perhaps? Nope, she has C. What do you have? DC. Actually, we could breed Ari and Dakunu, perhaps, if we wanted. But we could have Piper. Piper's getting a little older, and we did want to breed her with Azurai. We could have Piper maybe breed. No, they both have B, so that wouldn't be super wise either. What about Blaze? A and H? B and C. Why don't we have Blaze hurry back over this way, and we'll see if we could have them end up breeding a little bit for the sake of trying to preserve the this bloodline. Let's have Blaze come back up here. We'll actually move Ari out of the nest. And we'll have Blaze come right back into the nest, and we'll breed these guys right off the bat. Now, I don't hear the killer bearyena, so I think we would have these guys go plunging off into the jungle. I feel like Zan would perhaps lead the way as a bit of a scout. Meanwhile, Kirnu can make his way this way. Let's make sure that Piper and Azurai breed, and I think Wolven would be pretty ready to smack that rogue if he gets too close. So we'll have Zan step over here and try to figure out what's happened. Actually, I can't tell. Let's bring Puma a little closer, and we'll have Eden step up here. There's the killer bearyena. Is it actually attacking, though? So we can have these guys slip into the bushes. I think we'll put Puma right here. And we'll put Eden right here, and they'll prepare to lead an ambush. Kirnu can also try and catch up. He's a little bit slower, it seems, but we'll have him come over here, and then we'll have Zan retreat, so he's out of harm's way. These guys should all be pretty close to the killer bearyena, but hopefully out of its eyesight, and I think they all have pretty good camouflage. Yeah, so it shouldn't be able to see them. I don't think it can even see Kirnu because his eyesight is pretty bad. Let's see if we can bring Glenn further over this way, and he could, well, he actually can't dig, but we could have Azurai step over here, dig, and then return. Let's bring Wolvan this way. She might try and pursue that rogue a little bit if she sees it, because I think she does have quite a large disdain for rogue males after Glenn's father actually surprised her and caught her unaware, unfortunately. But Glenn still ends up being a creature who could be, he ended up being a creature who could be used for breeding still, at least, and so that was a good thing. And he's actually not all that weak either. He has 5 strength. But let's see here. So Dakunu has that wing, but we're going to be breeding these guys to see. And Glenn will probably end up taking this set of nests, so we'll bring him up here. And we'll actually bring Terra over this way, I think. Let's bring Fauna and Terra. And I think we'll actually have Roku kind of make his way in the direction of this disturbance too. Oh, that bunny's stealing our berries. Because I feel like by this point in time, he would have heard what's going on. Ren will come a little closer as well, or actually maybe we'll have him dig this time. And kind of watch from afar because he knows what Blaze is doing here is for the good of the tribe. So even though they are mates, I think he understands that trying to preserve these genetics is important. And so he's willing to be accepting of that. Let's have Kokoro step over here because we do have... Actually, we should name this baby. Kirvanduk. He's got quite an interesting mask. He's actually got some pretty incredible markings. A lot of these guys have. So we have his sister is Ari. And I think we'll call him... We'll call him Remy. So Ari and Remy, they kind of have very similar sounding names for a similar sort of duo here. And so that's a good thing. They have pretty similar names there. Oh yes, and how can we forget about Aluka? Aluka has been exploring and actually managed to kill a bunny there. And I just want to take a quick sweep around. So it looks like we don't have anything dangerous except for the killer bearyena up there. So that at least is a good thing. We also have little Komi who was just born. She has some pretty excellent genetics. And she could probably take on this line pretty well. She could probably take over it, but I think I do, or continue it on at least. I think I do want to try maybe to put, well, I'll put the runner leg in here because the stealth I don't think matters quite as much. I think it's more the being able to hide or being able to look distasteful that's not good, or that helps. I think stealth is more against hearing, so like if we look here, we have stealth, so it's how silently it moves. And that's really not going to help us. The bearyenas are dependent on eyesight. So let's go ahead and we'll put the runner leg in. The reason I'm not doing the nimble fingers is because the nimble fingers are going to slow us down quite a lot. And I think one of this tribe's biggest advantages is still that it's really able to run away. And so we'll go ahead and keep that in there for now. And hopefully, I kind of want to... Well, we'll see. Let's put... Well, we don't have better fertility yet, actually. Let's keep breeding them and see if we can get the cracker jaw. How far away are we from that? Because I don't think we have it yet. We're actually pretty close, so that's a good thing. We're getting there. Let's have Condor keep moving. I think she only has a few days left, but I feel like she would want to try to make her way back to kind of the original area. Over here is actually where, so our tribe started out right here, actually. These are the original ports, and I feel like Condor might kind of want to see that before she ends up passing away. And so we'll bring her back there and see if she can kind of take that step back into their history here. Let's have Ursula make her way this way just a little bit farther. And Piper should be ready. She's got 7 days left, so we'll go ahead and let that line continue with Azurai. But we're gonna go ahead and we'll start a new day, and we'll see what happens over here with this this killer bearyena situation. Oh my goodness! Did he kill? No, there was a bunny. Okay, so we don't have enough food to continue, but it's Puma's last day, and I feel like Puma would want to be on the forefront. I feel like he would actually charge right up. He's not going to take out the killer bearyena, but he's going to do the best he can to at least damage it and give it his best shot. It is a warrior's honor to fall in battle, and I think he would be more than ready to help defend his tribe, and he actually did a decent amount of damage. Now this friendly bearyena has been helping us too, I think, and I feel like Kirnu, who's also getting a little bit older, might leap to defend his friend. So if we put him right here... What? Where is that bird? I think it took something. I think it wasn't a creature. Oh, that scared me for a moment. So if we put him here, he's got enough camouflage to be able to hide, because 1, 2, 3. So this bearyena can't actually see him. He should be safe here, but next time he can actually leap in. Now, Eden has pretty good camouflage too, so I think she would want to come over here and wait, and they can leap at it on the next turn after Puma falls, because it is his last day. Hopefully this friendly bearyena will help us out as well, and I think Zan would make his way over here and continue gathering. He knows there's not a lot he can do, but Roku is also on his way, and I feel like he might take... Well, Tara's going to be staying to possibly end up breeding with Glenn, I think. That is the plan, right? He has C and H, she has D and G. Ursula has H and C. Ursula maybe will come this way as well. I think Roku would call her over. Oh, okay, and we do have some good news as well. But I think Wolvan as well Roku would call her to come with. She's got some pretty good movement speed, and so that's a good thing too. But we'll have Roku make his way this way. We don't want him to get too close just yet, but he is going to come and do his best in this fight. We don't want him to take too much damage though, because he technically is responsible for carrying on this line. And then Fauna is the other one who might breed with Glenn, and in fact, we'll probably end up doing that pretty soon here if we do. So we'll move little Remy out of the nest, and Ari can actually focus on gathering here. We also have little Rota, who I think will change his name. My goodness, we're seeing quite some interesting babies here. Some very bright colored babies, as a matter of fact. Let's have Fauna. Are there any other nests nearby? There's one right up here. Let's actually have these guys. We'll bring Tara. Oh, Tara's really slow. Let's have Tara come right over here. We'll breed them, and then she can nest, and then Fauna can step over here and kind of help clear the way to this nest, because I think we'll try and get there for next time, for the next turn here. Let's bring Kokoro right over here. We'll breed these guys again. Now, we do want to be careful about not letting the tribe expand too fast, but we also... Oh, let's have Piper take a swipe at this bunny and actually snatch it up. That was good. And then you can hop down here and do some digging there. And we have little Koala. Oh, man. She's pretty. She's almost like a pale little raccoon in some ways with that mask. What would be a good name for her, then? What would be a good name for her? Is there something that would be almost a little bit sneaky, perhaps? A little bit, perhaps a little bit, almost a bit tricksy, perhaps. Like, I don't know. What would be a good name for her? I think... Let me get a full look at her here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call her Ghost, because she is a pale little ghost almost, and she's gonna be the start of our collecting line. Now, Piper has double velvet paw, and so I'm actually gonna try and get rid of that. I didn't see that up until now, but we'll try and get rid of that. And we do want that Cracker Jaw to come back in the family if possible, so we'll see. And do you have the Cracker Jaw? You do, so there is a chance. I'm not going to update any of his other genes right now. Let's see, Dakunu. Why don't you make your way down here and see if you might be able to try and gather up some coconuts. Where is this? The bunny's right there. Oh my goodness. I think Hara, why don't you go ahead and take this guy out, and we can actually have Ren slip over here and gather up some of the meat. And then I think Kokoro probably, if we have a female with the wing, then that'll be good, but that's what we aren't seeing right now. Oh, okay. Oh, and we never named Comey, did we? Oh, man. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll name her too. I just kind of, I think I got a little bit sidetracked. But let's go over here, and I think, what would be a good name for her? I think what we'll end up doing is, I think we'll call her Tay, like this, and her sister, Kolako, who has the Cracker Jaw, which is going to be really important, let's go here, and we'll name her Tavi. So we'll go ahead, not Tavu, Tavi, and we'll go ahead, and so we have Tay and Tavi. Let's look at these guys' immunity genes, so C and H, D and C, H and C, yeah, so that's all the genes that they have. So I think we don't need to keep breeding them. We can have Quinn continue to gather here, and Hope can destroy these nests, and then hop up here to keep an eye on the area. I have a feeling that little Tavi may want to stay here and do some gathering of these coconuts. Meanwhile, Condor will continue on her mission and make her way back to kind of the origin of the tribe. Now, do we see any other dangers? I'm not seeing any other dangers, so I think we're pretty safe for now, aside from the killer bearyena, of course. And Blaze is pregnant. These guys have used their moves. I think pretty much everyone has used up their moves. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here for today, I think. Oh, wait, no. We still have to have Aluka continue on his little expedition here. Aluka has ventured very far away from home, and he's found, I think that's a normal berry bush. It is, but it's empty right now, and he has no moves left anyway. But Aluka has journeyed very far from home, and hopes of setting up kind of his own line here, or not his own line, but his own little region where he can stay, and perhaps someday our creatures will end up taking this nest as well. But we're going to go ahead and end off this episode here for today, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.